the van won't start.
We're stranded.
When van life goes wrong.
Van life sucky style.
This is just going from bad to worse.
We had planned this video to be about our first impressions of Kosovo. I mean, who plans to break down? Especially the exact moment you cross a border into a country where your breakdown cover is invalid. So our first impressions of Kosovo were not so much about the history, culture and architecture of this country, but more about the incredible people and how so many people went out of their way to help us in our time of need. We were humbled and will be forever grateful to the beautiful people of Kosovo. After almost 3 months exploring Albania, it was time to leave. We said farewell to Skoda and took the highway east, heading for a new country, one of the least visited in Europe.
Hey friends!
Ciao! We're off to Kosovo. I was in Kosovo when it was formerly Yugoslavia.
Oh, so you've been there?
Yeah, I've actually driven through there more than once.
Not
but that
me.
was like 30 years ago.
I never went to Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
So
since then, it's become its own country.
So we're driving from Albania to Kosovo along this toll motorway.
It's
which
beautiful
is
through
the
there.
best road we've driven on in all of Albania. Through the mountains.
So pretty.
Okay, so the toll, 660 lek.
We passed the city of Kukës with its fancy bridge and crossed the border into Kosovo.
And there's a couple of things to be a bit mindful of when you are driving into Kosovo. Firstly, our insurance is not valid there, the insurance for the van. So we have to buy insurance at the border, which is just third-party insurance.
Of course, we can't film while we're doing the border formalities, and the border guard directed us to the kiosk around 200 metres past the border to buy our insurance for Kosovo. Nigel turned off the van while I went in to buy the insurance, and when I came back, this is when disaster struck.
Fun and games here. We've just gotten back in the vehicle after getting the insurance and the van won't start. There's absolutely no power at all.
My first thought was a flat starter battery, so I put the multimeter on to check it, and it appeared to be fine. Same on the van's battery monitor.
Okay, we're going. Believe it or not, there was a carload of young Aussies and they helped us to push start the van. We didn't think that was going to work at all, but it did. So now we're really confused. But anyway, welcome to Kosovo.
Yeah.
We're making our way now to Prizren.
Well, we were going to park not far from where we are now, in a bit of a wild camp, but assuming we're still going to have problems with the van, we don't know what's going on. I figured we'd be better to be in Prizren if we need to go call on the services of an auto electrician to figure out this electricity going on.
Yeah.
But it's at the moment, I've got two theories. The ignition is not receiving power, but then we had power and we weren't getting a crank on the starter motor. So the other thing could be the starter motor's solenoid is buggered or the starter motor itself is buggered. So yeah, start doing some research.
Yeah, it's Saturday today, so we're not going to be able to do anything till Monday anyway. So
Yeah.
we'll just park up.
Time to Google.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
enjoy the city tomorrow.
We arrived in Prizren and made our way to a parking spot.
Okay.
See what happens.
Not good.
This funky thing. Yep. Go on.
Nothing. We're parked in the bus parking
Stranded.
on a main road. Give us an update, mate.
Well, I mean, the first challenge was finding where all the fuses were in the engine bay. So, yeah, by a lot of YouTubing and research, found where that was. Checked every single fuse, and they're all fine. But yeah, I'm out of ideas. I've got a few theories, but I'm not a auto electrician, so I'm just, yeah.
Every time something goes wrong with our van, it happens on a Saturday. Well, it's only the second time in a year, so, you know,
We've done pretty well up to this point.
What was the other thing?
When the water leaked, remember first after we got it?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Thank God I'm not on my own.
Not that I've been able to fix it.
No, I know, but at least I'm not on my own and you're here with me and I'm not like stuck somewhere on my own.
Yeah, we weren't getting any ignition feedback, you know, no lights, and then they would come on, and but now I'll just show you. Now we're getting ignition lights. Oh, now we're not. Yeah, see, there you go. So sometimes you get an ignition light, and then
hang on, wait. So let me turn this off.
it's going through a few checks, and then when you turn the key. That's it. That would tell someone who's got half an idea that it's either the battery is buggered, but when I put the multimeter on it, we're getting over 12.5 volts, but it could be still a weak battery, not enough to actually kick the starter motor into life. Sometimes with the case it doesn't hold the charge. The starter motor's buggered. Or a few YouTubers have suggested that the barrel inside the ignition, the ignition barrel's buggered and it's not going that extra click forward. I don't know. But
that doesn't explain why this thing up here, which is the battery monitor.
So we've got two. We've got the house battery, which Sue is sitting on top of, and I see there you go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So now it's saying we've got 12.5 in the engine starter battery. You'll push it again 10 minutes later, and it will show you nothing. It will show 11. So it's really weird.
So we're right on the edge of the city, Prizren. Tomorrow we're going to go in and investigate the city, and on Monday we'll deal with the fact that the van's not going. And hopefully it's not a problem for us to be parked here. They can't move us on because we can't move.
Can't go anywhere.
Right now there's only one thing to do. Nigel.
I'm on it.
Gazoo.
Gazoo.
So we're literally in the middle of the bus parking.
This is where we're living tonight. Well, next 2 nights. We got here a wheelbarrow full of drinks.
7 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon or evening. The bus park's heaving. There's a little clothes market. They've got pants here for €2. I don't know how much the shoes are. We decided to walk down into the centre of Prizren. And purely coincidentally, we've gotten here right on golden hour. This place is just beautiful. I love it. Look at all the young people.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's a young person's tent.
It really is. So we've had pizzas and Aperol Spritz right by the mosque.
Just to remind us that we are not in Italy.
Yeah, exactly. Pizza was really nice.
Look what this thing's doing. It's like the lights are flashing. So funky what's going on with this thing. Let's see what's happening out here. Oh, hey woofer. We've got a door here. Another one under the truck. Another one here. G'day, mate. You alright? Hey, buddy. So we've got our watchdogs. Broken down van. That is a classic ride right there. That's awesome. So you know, I was telling you about that funny looking vehicle at the service station. So it turns out that right where we were parked, it's a mobile firewood cutter.
Another beautiful day in sunny Kosovo. Still trying to figure out what's going on with the van and the battery. Just to confuse us even more, the battery is now reading at 12.5 up here.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. 1 minute it's not reading, 1 minute it is reading.
Yeah.
Now it's saying 12.5 again. 12.67.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the starter battery. Nigel's checking fuses again.
I'm going to pull all these fuses out. There's no code for them that you can make out. See what we can find.
So Nigel's got the headlight out of the vehicle.
This is just to get better access. Okay, so I'll put all the wires back together under the bonnet. So yeah, all out of ideas, but this is what we got. Flick, flick, flick. The needles. Flash, flash, flash with the lights. No more bueno. We're stranded. Oh, and a few noises as well. So that's it.
So we have now disconnected the starter battery from the electrical system in the back of the van and determined that in fact the battery is flat, right?
Yeah, well, using the multimeter, I was only getting, what was it, 11?
11.
Yeah. And that's simply not enough grunt to start a vehicle.
Yeah, so we think what was happening was that the starter battery was trying to get power from the lithium battery in the back, and that has been causing it to 1 minute say that it's got power and the next minute say that it hasn't.
Yeah.
Next step, I think we go and purchase a new battery.
Yeah, if that's the problem, then we should be back in business.
Yeah.
If it's not, then the next thing's going to be a starter solenoid,
Yeah.
or a starter motor.
Yeah, and auto electrician.
But when it does that clickety click click click, it's just not getting enough grunt to fire the fire the gears out to start it.
This is just going from bad to worse. We've just gotten all ready to go for a walk to the battery shop, and we can't.
Like the van. We managed to jimmy rig it last night.
Yeah, we can lock 3 doors, but not 4.
Not the last one. You can't lock your van without power. Are you serious?
I know,
It's not ideal,
design
is it?
fault, isn't it? Nigel's going to go for a walk, but he wants coffee first. And I'm going to mind the fort, i.e. do some more editing.
Right, friends, so I'm going to leave Sue to have a wee nap while I wandered to this I don't know what they auto zone. They were like a battery supplies. Not sure what to expect, to be honest. Anyway, I left Sue there. She's been working pretty hard on editing today. Well, I don't seem to be able to achieve anything other than poking and prodding around. There's a Sunday, but this place is open. We'll see who can help. Okay, made it to AutoZone. Actually reminds me of a Repco in Australia, except Repco doesn't have coffee served. So anyway, let's see what we've got here. The initial plan was to get a battery, but after showing the boys a copy of the video with all the trickery going on, they thought the best thing to do was to see an auto electrician. the very nice gentleman was able to supply a couple of phone numbers. The first one he rang, first gentleman, it's booked out for 2 weeks, so I guess the concern that I have is that we're going to struggle to get someone who's available. Anyway, hopefully these 2 numbers tomorrow will get some joy out of that. This is the battery for the key fob. And this lovely gentleman's, I don't know what he's doing. Is he trying to pilfer a battery out of his own car? I'm just at the service station across the road. Oh, you have? Same. Okay. So that's mine. It's okay. English.
English, no.
So the guy just gave me that. I mean, how beautiful are these people. Anyway, let's see if this is going to work. Okay, so let's check out old mate's battery. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Oh dear.
All right. I'll go down to this little market down there and see if I can get a new one there.
Can you get some beers while you're there?
Okay.
A little later.
Check this out.
Nigel, it's too thin.
It's not the right size, god damn it. God, jeez. So it looks like I'm going to have to make another long walk to AutoZone. Pretty sure this auto place is going to have they had fobs, the whole 9 yards. So if that doesn't work, then that exhausts all options. So let's go for another walk. So these guys had the right size battery. Okay, so I've just put this new battery in. It's now 9:10.
And look, that thing's flashing as it should be to say the doors are locked.
That is a better sound.
Yeah. We got a lot of flickering lights out the front
Still
too.
making some weird. It's still not there. Today we managed to, after much effort, lock the van. The key fob battery that I got yesterday, which was working beautifully last night, is not working very well again. I'm struggling to hold it together actually. After a pretty shitty night's sleep last night. Dogs barking and brain ticking.
So we got recommended this place by a fellow on Facebook, but it's not happening. There's nothing there. The roller door's shut. There's no signage. It's yeah, no longer. No signs. No, nothing. Okay, so we did pass a place that looked like a mechanical workshop on the way. We're going to drop in there and then we have a few phone numbers to try, but after that we're kind of a bit stumped. So we walked past this place that says
I've actually
power.
walked past it like multiple times yesterday. That's why I knew it was there.
Yeah.
The other place, as Sue explained, is not there. So we're walking distance from this guy, and
We can almost see the van.
Sue's just been conversing in German.
He speaks German, not English. That's several people here in Kosovo. They speak German,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't understand why that is. But
So we must wait 1 hour. And I showed him a video of what we've got, and he straight away said battery, which, oh well, it'd be nice if it was. Anyway, he's waiting for staff to turn up. He's going to come and see us in an hour.
okay, we haven't even made coffee, and our mate's just turned up. We're going to try and jump start and see what'll happen here.
Einmal so, dann Batterie ist kaputt.
Okay, so wenn wir fahren für eine Stunde.
Eine Stunde kommt Return Strom.
Okay.
So if we go for a drive for an hour, it should be okay.
Oder, oder loopt hier.
Ja.
But
Kannst du eineinhalb Stunden und probieren.
Wir fahren jetzt für eine Stunde
Okay.
und hier
Come back
gekommen.
here, yeah?
Ja. Und
well, we need a new battery, right?
But when auto läuft, when auto working,
ja.
dann generator okay.
Yeah. He's saying if we drive it for an hour, it should be okay. It wouldn't work when we tried to jump start the other day with those guys, but it has worked once. We've turned it off, it stopped.
Okay.
Another guy just rocked up with a bigger, fatter pair of jumper leads. And the post started again.
Right, we're going again. So now we need to go for a drive. Personally, the battery's pooched. Anyway, we're going to go drive for an hour and come back, see if it's going to start again. If not, I'll make an order us another battery.
Okay, so we're driving.
At the end of the day, at least we know 100% what the root cause is. But in my defence, it was plain trickery because I kept getting 12.5 through the multimeter. And then when the, what was his name, Yasha put his reader on the battery, it was showing a red light. I put the multimeter that we have back on and it said 10.5, so yeah, it was made a fool of me. We've been going for near enough to an hour, plus idling over an hour. To the test.
Oh, I'm nervous, Nigel.
Well, anyway, we'll see. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. No. She's pooched.
Battery pooched.
We need a new battery. Yeah, let's go and see Yasha.
So the next plan is to jump start again, and we're going to go and buy the new battery. Yasha is going to take us. All right, so we're following Yasha to somewhere where we're going to buy a battery.
We've got everyone crawling over it now. So yeah, Yasha's taken us to Auto Tuta. So we have a battery.
Abi koyayım ben bunları size şimdi ben kaçayım.
Oh, that's yeah.
She's taken off. Bye, Yasha. Wouldn't take any money.
Lost for words on.
I know.
Actually emotional. It was,
So nice.
There you go. This clips in. Yeah. Just give it a test, huh? Yeah, you do it. You do the honours. She's working.
And just like that, the Kosovo starts. Woohoo!
Alright, just to wrap up. This whole breakdown turned out to be an easy fix in the end. Whilst multimeter readings and YouTube videos were all pointing towards a major electrical wiring issue, turns out just a replacement of the starter battery fixed our problem immediately. As Sue mentioned in the intro, this video wasn't so much about first impressions of Kosovo so much as the overwhelming kindness we experienced from the locals of Prizren. Yasha, if you're watching, mate, your overwhelming kindness was beyond words. Thank you so much for dropping everything in our time of need to help us with our problem. We would simply not expect to witness this kindness in our homelands. Join us next time as we show you more of this amazing country of Kosovo. Bye for now.